No name and left in a livery yard. Not worthy of food because she was past her prime. No longer able to win a race, so no longer a valuable hobby. This is the sad story of Liberty, and how she was considered a thing and never an actual being. A hobby and not a horse. Only an object that was left to starve. Now she is with us at Tenerife Horse Rescue, and we will help to turn her life around. Liberty came to us in an unusual manner. Would you believe it that in order to rescue her, we had to pay? Once owned and used as a racing horse, due to her breed, an English thoroughbred, this is a common life plan for these poor horses. Pushed and pushed to the end of their limits, time and time again, just to give her rider a buzz of adrenaline. Complete disregard for her pain and suffering. Her cues and pleas ignored, as she was continuously ridden faster and faster. She was a hobby, and nothing more. That was her only purpose. She was fed in order to keep her racing, used as a machine. Until the machine started failing. It started to get old. At this point, the machine is no longer worthy of 350 plus euros a month to maintain. This is the low end of the scale of the price to keep a horse on livery here. It's a hefty sum for a broken machine. With this mindset, the horses are only hobbies. It's not a surprise so many get abandoned when they stop performing. It's heartbreaking and it's cruel, but it's not a surprise. Liberty was left in her livery yard, bills not paid for, just gone and left her to fend for herself. Didn't even look back. The livery yard owner giving basic food to keep her alive while waiting for someone to buy her out of this situation. As Liberty is not really that far from her past her prime, she's still rideable and she's still fit. She's just not going to win races anymore. So we sadly know that the fact of horses like this, horses that are considered not that bad, they get bought by the next circle of riders. The ones who can't afford top dollar for the winners. The ones who want a cheap hobby to gallop along the roads until they can't go anymore. Until they come out the other side of not that bad. Until they come out the other side as bad. After hearing her story, we couldn't let this happen to her. What a terrible system we are stuck in. So we had to buy her out to prevent a few more years of suffering before she would likely end up at ours anyway. Liberty is scared, shut down, and very, understandably, nervous of people and what they expect from her. Although, as she arrived, it's true, for our usual rescue standards, she is not that bad. However, just because her pain and suffering is not so obvious, it doesn't mean that it's not there. If people were willing to listen to her, they would see she is screaming with misery, anxiety, and mental scars. After arriving to us, it was instantly clear to our dedicated volunteers where her rehabilitation needed help. We needed to let her find her voice, and we need to help her clear her anxiety. Immediately, one of the volunteers felt a connection with her. You could see it clearly. Liberty had a little trust in her, like none of the other humans. You could see a glimpse of the horse inside she was destined to be. Now it's early days in her recovery program. She's just arrived, but we do have a lot of hope for her. She's already making friends with the other horses and making steps with her confidence too. She has a long way to go, but she has all of the time in the world to get there. She no longer has any expectations other than to just be a horse. So this is the start to her future. And for a new beginning, she needed a name. So this is Liberty. Now, how did she get such a perfectly suited name? It's a funny story. We did a name raffle, like we do with many of our rescues on social media. However, this one was shortly after our Cheerio, aka Ed Sheeran, rescue mission, a horse that we got just some months ago. Liberty, Ed Sheeran stylist, suggested her name on social media, Liberty, and social media voted, and Liberty was the clear winner. And we couldn't be happier. It suits her perfectly. And what a tribute to a wonderful person who helped us help so many horses such as Liberty. Her future starts now. And together, we can help so many more. Even by watching our videos, it helps us to help them. Follow our channel to see her training and rehabilitation videos coming soon. Follow her progress and see how she becomes the horse she was meant to be. Thank you very much for your support from me, Liberty, and the team at Tenerife Horse Rescue.